tribute speech. Here's my audience. The saying, Daddy's little girl, that fits my dad and I perfectly. He is the strongest man I know, with a lot of jokes to get through the day. He is very supportive and loves me unconditionally. When I was growing up, I remember wanting to spend as much time with my dad as possible. He worked very hard to make sure he could provide for us meaning my twin brother and I. In the beginning, he was gone all week and came home on the weekends. I couldn't wait for him to get home. You know, sometimes daddies treat their daughters a little different than they do their sons. My dad never did that. He spent as much time with us as he possibly could. He took us fishing, hunting, camping, swimming in the river, setting bank lines. Anywhere my dad was, his twins were with him. Even at that young age, we always knew how proud of us he was. Us being twins was kind of an important thing to him. You see, we had 3 sets of twins in a row. That's almost unheard of. My grandmother, his mother, was a twin. She had a twin sister. Then Grandma had twin boys, my dad and my Uncle Ben. Then my mom and my dad had us, which my dad always called us a busted set, my twin brother and I. Growing up, he was always very supportive and was at every important event that we had. He installed a very strong set of morals of right and wrong in us. I remember when I was little, if he raised his voice a little, I would cry because I didn't like feeling like I disappointed him. The statement of when I was little is kind of funny because anyone that knows us knows that even at my age, if he raises his voice to me now, I'll still cry like a little girl. That in itself is funny for a couple reasons. One is because at my age, I'm grown and I should know how to let it go in one ear and out the other, but I can't do that. I still don't want to feel like I disappointed him in any way. The second funny thing about it is, if I cry, my dad starts tearing up because he can't handle seeing me cry. Now that I'm grown, he still has a very strong work ethic, still working as he is retired. I swear he knows everyone. Doesn't matter where we go, he runs into someone he knows. He still tells jokes to everyone he talks with, even when they aren't so funny. But honestly, most of them are. I obviously look a lot like my dad, since I can go somewhere and someone will see me and say, "You must be John's daughter." Now that's kind of scary that I even look that much like him. As my son says, Grandpa has the life. I swear he has a 3-hour coffee round every morning, then some fishing, then work, then fishing again, or maybe some cards with some close friends. Oh, and don't forget that 30-minute nap in the afternoon. That is, unless his daughter, me, is there, then he doesn't get a chance to take that nap. On top of all that, if someone needs help, he is there with no questions. How he fits everything into his day, I have no clue. Most of my most important and memorable times in life have been spent with my dad. All of us as adults have to find that serenity place where you go to rejuvenate and get our peace of mind back. Well, for me, that serenity place is the peaceful feeling of going home and spending as much time with my dad as possible. We have so much in common. Whether we are working together in the flower gardens, country cruising for father-daughter time, looking for my berries for jelly or wine, or just cruising the country as my dad stops to pick my favorite wildflowers to make a beautiful bouquet for me. Or just sitting at the camp listening to old country music, like one of our favorite songs, Daddy's Hands by Holly Dunn. I can't think of a more comfortable and safe place to be. He helps relax me, and our conversations are priceless. The thought of losing him is incomprehensible. Although even with him knowing my fears and feelings on losing him, he tries to prepare me for what is at some point inevitable. He tries to make sure that even when he is gone, he will still be there at camp with me, helping give me my serenity and my peace of mind. He is the most important person in my life.